Mayong adlaw mga amigo, my name is Moon if you're new to my channel, and as you can see from the title of the video, this is my I Love You Since 1892 series review and also my thoughts for the read-along which I have hosted spanning from January of 2021 to May of 2021. So in case you didn't know, I have made a read-along for I Love You Since 1892 spanning from January of 2021 to May of 2021. Encompassing this read-along are 5 live shows with wonderful people who I'm going to put their socials down below, as well as some challenges in which I'm going to post some of the links of the challenges down below which I have made, but I think it was only 1 or 2 videos. It was an overall amazing experience, and what better way to wrap it all up by making a serious review about I Love You Since 1882 and talking in depth about my thoughts for the read-along. So let's start with the series review. So in case you didn't know, I Love You Since 1892 is a historical romance book set in 1800s Philippines, specifically in the 1890s Philippines, in which a girl named Carmela, a modern girl named Carmela, was pushed back into time to live the life of her ancestor, and in there she was given a mission to save Juanito Alfonso from dying no matter what it takes. And that, my friends, is the main reason why shit went down in the series. Just like my normal book reviews, this series review will mainly circulate around these 4 factors, namely characters, plot, writing style, and my overall thoughts. And now let's start with the characters, in which I'm going to focus on the main characters. The very first character which I'm going to talk about is, of course, Carmela. To be completely honest with you, when I started the first book, I find Carmela's character to be very annoying because she can't seem to take anything seriously. I mean, she was given a mission that can potentially wipe out like her whole family tree, but she takes everything as a joke, and that in itself is very annoying to me. She was, in all words, naive, boy crazy, and just overall irresponsible at the beginning, and that is very irritating. However, as I went and read the next books, I was astounded as to how Carmela grew. She grew into an amazing, responsible woman, and that is honestly a very satisfying read. She became calculative and very smart about her actions, and she also became very logical, and I just love that. And now let's go to the second character, which is Juanito. So Juanito, from the start to finish, is a very consistent character. He is very kind, and he hasn't stopped actually despite the hardships that he has acquired, and that is very appealing. Like, he's just too good to be true. I don't think a man like him will exist in real life, and yeah, he's my like bookish crush. So Juanito Alfonso. The third character which I'm going to talk about is Madre Olivia. To be honest, until now, I don't know Madre Olivia's essence in the story. I mean, I know that she has a huge part considering that she was the one who brought Carmela to the past. But the thing is, I don't know her essence as a story. Actually, even her essence as a living being in the book, I don't understand. I get it. Her character is very interesting considering that she's not considered as a human being in the book. However, I think her backstory was really rushed, and that made me so sad because Madre Olivia's character has a huge potential, to be honest. Like, imagine having an angel in the story and not being able to expound that story. That is really sad. The fourth character which I'm going to talk about is Leandro. Leandro as a character, let's just say that off bat, I already knew what he is. Like, I can see through him from the very first moment I have read about him. And sure enough, as I read like the next books, sure enough, his character cannot be trusted at all. Actually, for me, Leandro's character is meh, to be honest, because Leandro is a very typical like kontrabida in Filipino teleseries, and I just don't like that. I think Leandro lacks substance, even though like he has this huge potential to be a really good character, but then he was written to be someone bad only, like, to be honest. I think it will be more fascinating if Leandro has some gray areas instead of like only dark ones, if you know what I mean. And now let's go to the plot. So I've talked about the plot of this series numerous times in our live shows, but for me personally, the plot is the most amazing thing in the series. I mean, it started as a slow burn and it ended as a slow burn, and that I just love. There are a lot of plot twists and just an overall French kiss, and it's so amazing. There are a lot of things in the plot that shock me to the core, and I just love that. Would highly recommend this series for the plot, to be honest. Like, so good. So now let's go to the writing style. The writing style of this series is the part of the series in which I would love to see some development in, because the writing style, although it's not that bad, it's not that great either. I would have loved to see more development in the writing style, because if the writing style was developed a bit more, I think the series would have been a lot better. However, I should say also that the current writing style of the series actually fits the story, and I think that is a very important aspect. And now let's go to the last part, which is the overall thoughts. So overall, I really enjoyed reading the series so much, even though I have like so many commentaries regarding some aspects of the series. I really love this. It shed me a different light with regards to books coming from Wattpad, most especially Filipino books who are mostly contemporary romances, and I would highly recommend this book to every Filipino reader out there, because I think it's a very interesting series. Now let's go on to my overall experience in hosting a 5-month-long read-along. To be honest, when I decided to host a 5-month-long read-along for this series, I was very skeptical. Because to be completely honest with you, I don't know if I can commit to such tasks, because let's be real, read-alongs are very time-consuming, because you need time to read, you need time to make live shows, you need time for promotions and the overall production for the read-along. And I have initially planned this read-along to span for 5 months, so 5 months, when you really think about it, is a very long time. However, as I move forward, I grew to love hosting this read-along, most especially that I have this wonderful supportive guest who has been very supportive all throughout this 5 months. And I wanted to thank you, this wonderful people: Ishi from A Cup of Moe, Ate Marty from Schooling Time, Ate Ina from Ina the Reader, and Erica. I really don't know what is the name of her channel, but she just recently launched a video. And lastly is Chat from Majestic Bookworm. I'm going to put the links of their socials down below. Please follow them. They are wonderful people, and without them, I don't think that this read-along will be this successful. Now, the next question is this read-along tiring, or is this read-along worth it? Now, when it comes to the tiring part, I should say, at first, yeah, it is tiring, because you need to schedule time, and of course you have this casual laziness in which you don't want to do anything for the read along. But as you go through it, you will eventually push through that barrier of like tiring, and eventually you will look forward for like the next live shows, which I have experienced, most especially that the series has also like escalated into something better with regards to the plot, and that in itself is a very fantastic experience. And also, is it worth it? Yeah, totally. I am very happy that I was able to push through this read along, because it's an amazing experience. And also, if you want to host your own read along, I should say that go for it. However, if you're not ready, don't push it yet, because you really need time to condition yourself to make your own read along, because as what I've mentioned, it can be tiring at first. So yeah, all in all, my experience for this series and this like read along is very amazing, and I'm very happy about this. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have opinions, please comment down below and let's discuss. Sorry for rambling. And yeah, that's it, I guess, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Klappat hakten alla, fullfest, helt